is up, YouTube? We have some pretty interesting stories for you today. We have some insight on the ESRB rating for Pokemon Legends ZA and why it's E10 instead of just being a regular E game. We also have some information on the director of Pokemon Legends ZA, and apparently this is his first mainline Pokemon game that he is directing, so that's interesting. We also have some information regarding Riddler Khu and some of the things he's talked about that are probably real, and some confirmation of some of the other rumors that he's had that have been revealed to be true since the trailer came out, as well as two very interesting stories. One including a massive lawsuit, all right, as well as the other one being the potential end of Palworld. So, of course, we're going to talk about all these things today. Let's get on into it. What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel, because the second channel is popping, aka the real Super Mario, aka YouTube's greatest fat man, bringing you another video. All right, so we have some interesting stories for you today. We're gonna go ahead and hop on into them though. So first off, we have Joe Merrick. So Joe Merrick dropped a tweet that I found to be pretty interesting about the ESRB rating for Pokemon Legends ZA. So, seen a lot of sites and accounts go nuts about the Pokemon Legends ZA. Is the first Pokemon game with an E10 rating, with suggestions that the game will be more mature. This is most likely down to the battle system, as it's a real-time battle system. There is more physical contact, that's all. And to be honest, I think this might be true. So there is more contact between the Pokemon. Also, you probably can still get hit as well. But I also think that, I mean, if this game is rated E10 for this, like Legends Arceus probably should have also got an E10, because you're literally getting attacked by wild animals. You know what I'm saying? It's like that meme where it's like they've got like the Legends ZA protagonist walking around through a city, and then the Legends Arceus protagonist getting attacked by a bear, and that's basically what it is. So I think that plays into it, but I think there's more as well. Like, I think there's maybe a darker element in the story, maybe not too dark, because again, it's still a Pokemon game, still a game for kids, but I do think that there is going to be a more mature element in this story though. So, next story we have is Central Pokemon leaks. It's been revealed that Pokemon Legends ZA is being directed by Tokigi Haruka. I am sorry. Tokigi Haruka. He joined Game Freak in 2013. After departing level 5, he is a graphic designer who led the overworld 3D visuals for Legends ZA and for Legends Arceus and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which that's why the game looks like the way it does. This is the first time he gets to direct a main series Pokemon game. So this is his first directorial debut in Legends ZA, which is interesting because, I mean, you know, it's kind of huge to just give him a game like this as his first game. But, I mean, it kind of proves that the Pokemon Legends franchise is truly an experimental franchise. This is for not just experimenting with new ideas, but also with fresh faces to the director's chair. Of course, you look through his game works, you know, so he worked on White Knight Chronicles. He worked on Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. He worked on ORAS as a 3D maps lead. Sun and Moon as the Pokemon characters designer. So he designed the Generation 7 mon. So Expect some of the new mons in this game to look booty cheeks. All right, I'm sorry, that's kind of mean. Pokemon, he worked as the 3D map guy on Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, as well as the art director for Little Town Hero, Legends Arceus. He was the CG director, and he was the 3D visual section director for Scarlet and Violet, whatever that means. So, we move on to another Pokemon story, but of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all the good stuff that YouTube requires you to do. Continue getting videos from me. Follow me on twitter.com/RSMario128. Like my video tweet, share my video tweet, and I'll shout you out this portion of the video. If I can remember to do so, because I keep forgetting to do it. But we continue on. So Riddler Khu has proven to still have a source, and there is 5 new things about ZA that have yet to be confirmed. And this came from the Pokemon Legends ZA Reddit. Now, I don't really peruse Reddit too often because Reddit is probably more toxic than Twitter. All right, and I need, my brain can only take so much toxicity. All right, and after doing research for some of the other videos I'm gonna do on the second channel, bruh. But this person actually confirmed some of the leaks that Riddler Khu had been putting out over the last couple of months that were confirmed by the trailer. So he said, 1, these are confirmed leaks. He said that there would be ZA merch of the starters coming out in January, and then he posted, this is the famous Anaheim picture that we talked about a while back, where he said that, oh yeah, the starters were here, and so that's true. That merch did come out. You know, there is a new ramen Pokemon collab that was announced on January 14th that no one actually noticed until recently, which was the merch he was talking about. The last tweet he tweeted, oh no, not the last tweet. The last tweet he referenced was the Quasartico, and it was Quasar IO. So Quasartico, essentially, he leaked that back in November. Okay. All right, we got the trailer in February. He leaked this in November. So more than likely, this was probably supposed to come out around that time period. But remember, the Terra leaks came out and everything got delayed. So, you know. So then he says the Legends ZA art style does look similar to Scarlet and Violet. You know, because, you know, and they showed the tweet where he said Ikaku had a similar style to Titan. And the guy who did the art design for Titan is the director of this game. So again, he was right on that one. You know, then he said that he called out that ZA will not take place in the past, you know, and then he puts out the tweet, you know, that where he said, should we prepare some riddles for a new Mega Pokemon and starters? And then somebody asked him, you know, let's start with the big 3 families. And then he said, where's the brain of the man who can guess the past? So essentially, you know what I'm saying, basically kind of confirming that it's not going to be in the past, it's in the future. And guess what? It's in the future. ZA released between August and January. The original launch window is between A and J, so that's the A and J tweet. You know what I'm saying, August and January. So that was the original release window. And of course, you know, it got pushed back. So then he goes into some future stuff. So stuff that has not been revealed yet that Riddler Khu has leaked that probably will get revealed in the future. And so this one is one of Team Flare's scientists is Mabel, a part of Quasartico Incorporated. She has reformed and wears black colored lipstick. So then he references the tweet that Riddler Khu said, would you join them? Sure you would. Meet some familiar faces, one of them code names. So, you know, and then more into this one, it said, will there be a good waifu in PLZA? And it said, sure, when she rubbed off the stupid death lipstick color. So black lipstick. And then it says, in the same way that autumn trees will turn green, if we will wait long enough. And it says, looks like I am chatting with a philosopher. Think she already and then became a good person. So basically he's saying that, you know, one of the members of Team Flare was going to be in Quasarnico, and they're going to be like reformed, and thinking it's going to be Mabel, you know. Then the other one, this is the big one, the Victreebel. So it says Victreebel is getting a mega evolution, and this one where Riddler Khu says that symbol, Cha Ling, new mega, and Sure Kanto. The first thing is a species of pig. The second one is plant and leaves, and the third one is bell. So basically Victreebel, you know what I'm saying? Because Victreebel eats things like a pig. Now, the other possible reference here is a reference to the starters. Because if you look up that Chinese symbol, it does go to pigs. But also, cha is a reference to crocodiles in Japan. Like the sound that a crocodile makes when it chomps is a cha sound, so it's a reference to crocodiles like Totodile. Like the references are all in there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy how he kind of was on stuff, even though he was wrong on a lot of other stuff. And then the last thing we have is Quasar Incorporated is suspected of being behind Mega Evolution Pokemon going rogue, which, to be honest, I already kind of called this anyway. When I saw the lady and the big bodyguard man, I'm like, they scream evil. Like, they scream evil duo, okay? She is like Cruella de Vil, and dude is like Cruella de Vil's minion, and they scream evil duo. All right, come on now. They scream, we're going to heel turn on you eventually. And more than likely, the big corporation is probably going to be the villain in the game. The game is based around, you know, nature and expanding the city into nature. Big corporations are always the villains in these environmental stories. It just works, you know. And then they break down the tweets. Like, it says, your mega puzzle, enjoy, which I remember when that tweet came out. Finally, the correct answer and its process showed up. Congratulations. And then they break it down here where it says, oh, forgot one thing, and then a bunch of Chinese characters that translate into the organization has a conspiracy saying that Rogue was probably their doing. So the Rogue Pokemon is their fault. So then, of course, the last one is that Diancie, Hoopa, and Volcanion are coming to Pokemon ZA, which, yeah, that's a given. And a ticket is needed to enter a promotional match as seen at the end of the trailer. And so the ticket thing, I already kind of talked about that. I think that's probably a reference to like some kind of Battle Frontier situation. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So far, it looks like Riddler Khu is somewhat redeemed. Now, I do believe Riddler Khu still put out some misinformation as far as like the black and white remake stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or again, maybe he was right and things changed. That's possible because, I mean, he got all this stuff right, even though the guy from the Terra Leaks said that he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the guy from the Terra Leaks didn't have anything on Pokemon Champions. That's why we all thought the new game was going to be Synapse, and we were floored because it was completely different. The Terra League said nothing about Pokemon Champions. So it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? The things got just that much more interesting in the whole Pokemon League game. But we continue on, though. You know. So, Marvel Rivals developer NetEase sued by State of Decay co-creator for $900 million.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Following claims of false defamation and statements. So, boy, it is like Christmas today, okay? All my enemies seem to be falling before me, okay? We have a One Piece story. It's kind of negative for them. We've got a negative Palworld story, and now NetEase is getting sued for almost $1 billion. Let's go, bro. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So, NetEase, the studio behind Marvel Rivals, is being sued by State of Decay co-creator Jeff Strand and his wife Annie Strand, both of whom own publisher Prytania Media, for a princely sum of $900 million. The lawsuit alleges that NetEase's defamation and unfair trade practices led to the demise of Prytania and its subsidiaries, including Crop Circle Games, which NetEase own approximately 25% of. As reported by Polygon, the couple filed a lawsuit in January before NetEase pushed for the case to be moved to federal court earlier this month. A letter from Stephen Griffith Jr., who's representing Prytania Media and the Strains in court, sent to NetEase CEO Ding Lai, outlines their claims against the Marvel Rivals developer. In it, Griffith alleges that NetEase spread false and defamatory statements that caused the demise of Prytania Media. The lawsuit, according to Griffith, sees that the Strands, seeking $900 million in damages, triple the previous $300 million valuation of the company.
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
He also claims that NetEase, particularly employee Han, so random employee, that's probably like 50 lab dudes in China named Han, so circulated defamatory rumors that imply Prytania Media had committed financial fraud. As alleged by the couple, NetEase is to blame for any problems they encountered, and also didn't comply with the United States Department Treasury regulations. So, wait a minute, you're trying to tell me that a company closely aligned with a foreign government did not comply with the laws of a foreign country? What? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like these companies from China are government entities that don't, respect the laws of other countries. Interesting. I can share details in our next call, but the high level message is we want to keep away from the radar the Committee of Foreign Investment in the United States, which can be quite tricky. Griffith attributes to a NetEase representative in this letter. Geopolitical stuff is already causing trouble for our business efforts in North America. The Strains allegedly tried to ensure that NetEase was compliant with the United States law and its Crop Circle Games investment. However, NetEase representatives became increasingly hostile and aggressive. According to the couple, the Strains state that NetEase dodged confirming its compliance with the United States law because it would have had to identify owners and board members that are members of the Chinese Communist Party and their position within the CCP, as well as the existence of its CCP party organizations. So basically, NetEase did not want to reveal just how much of a government entity that it happens to be. And so they essentially spread lies about this company that allowed it to, that caused it to fold, because they were trying to pressure them to comply with American law. That's all I need to hear, bro. Go get your bag, all right? Go get your bag. And it's crazy because a lot of other companies do this in America that are Chinese companies. All right, most of the big companies in China are directly connected to the Chinese Communist Party. All right, this could be NetEase, this could be Tencent, this could be Huawei, this could be any of them. They're all directly connected. China has a command economy, which means that if you have a big business, you have to be in the CCP. Otherwise, you can't operate. And if you're an American business, in order to operate in China, you have to work with a big company that is connected to the CCP. It's all connected to the government. All right. But nobody thinks about that, though, because, superhero game fun. I don't think about the communists that control the game. Okay. I hope these people get their bag. I hope we get more in Discovery, because this is crazy. This is super crazy. So, speaking of super crazy stuff, we have another big story. So, Solo Leveling has officially surpassed One Piece as the most popular anime on Crunchyroll.
Yes.
Like I said, it's like Christmas, all right? Because I don't like NetEase. I'm not the biggest fan of Marvel Rivals, even though I have been playing the game lately, and it is pretty fun. I just don't like the fact that nobody talks about the problems with Marvel Rivals. They all just glaze it with praise. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we got a Palworld story coming up too. So, man, it's just been a good day, bro. I just feel good, man. I just feel good. The fact that Solo Leveling is more popular than One Piece now, at least on Crunchyroll, is crazy. Solo Leveling's ratings are 594,486 to One Piece's 594,485. So just by one. And you want to know what? It's such a slim margin. I don't even care. A W is a W because all my niggas hate One Piece. All right? Yes, let's go. Let's go, bruh. Speaking of Christmas keeps on. Another gift under the tree. Capcom may revive Dino Crisis after over two decades, indicated by a new trademark filing.
So you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody.
Boy, it looks like we about to get another Dino Crisis game, bro. Look, if this is true, all right, because I haven't really. I checked into it and I saw the copyright, you know, so it is true. But if this is just, you know, because this could be them just re-upping their copyright on the game so that they don't lose it. That's a possibility. Companies do that all the time. But if they really are going back to Dino Crisis, this could be huge. Look, I don't even care if it's just a remake of Dino Crisis 1. I'll take that. Give me a Resident Evil 2 style remake of Dino Crisis. I will pay full price for that game. Listen, Capcom, listen to me. I will pay full price for a Resident Evil 2 style remake of Dino Crisis. Look me in my eyeballs. I will pay $70 for this game because Dino Crisis is awesome. All right, Dino Crisis, if you don't know what it is, I mean, I think my audience is old enough. Y'all probably play Dino Crisis. But if you don't know what it is, it's basically Resident Evil with zombies. With dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? Like Capcom, you know, Resident Evil was so popular, they decided to do it with dinosaurs. So you play as a hot waifu chick going through this facility where they brought back, it's like Jurassic Park. You know what I'm saying? Essentially what it is. But it's got the Resident Evil engine. And the game was awesome. Dino Crisis 2 was pretty good. I think Dino Crisis 3 might have been in like space or something, so it was weird. But still, we've been asking for a remake of Dino Crisis for so long. Please, Capcom. Come on, Capcom. Y'all been on a roll lately, okay? Alright, y'all had the Resident Evil remakes. Street Fighter 6 is good. Monster Hunter is a banger. Bro, keep that roll going, cuz. Give us Dino Crisis, bro. Come on. So, we move on to the last big story in our Christmas episode here. We have Pocket Pair Publishing warns gamers to not expect more Palworld. Now, if you don't know, if you haven't been following me, I am a prodigiously petty Palworld hater, okay? I wasn't always a Palworld hater. I actually kind of liked the game, but I had some complaints. I had some things I didn't really like about the game. And then people jumped on me like crazy. They said I was a Nintendo shill. They said that I was dick riding Pokemon, all kinds of stuff. They just called me everything but a child of the Lord. And I was like, oh, for real? y'all gonna be that crazy about this game that just came out? Guess what? I digivolved into Prince Petty that day, and ever since I have been a prodigious hater of this game. And guess what? I still am. And it looks like I might not be for much longer because it might be getting ready to go. So, Pocket Pair Publishing has announced a few weeks ago at the tail end of January as an all-new arm of Pocket Pair, the developer behind Palworld. Pocket Pair Publishing is dedicated to bringing indie titles to life. However, the brand's publishing manager, John Buckley, recently issued something of a warning. He mentioned that while Palworld Publishing bears the name, it is not related to the creation of Palworld, nor should it be assumed that more Palworld is coming from the games that sign to the publishing label. By that, he means that players should expect the vast levels of success. By that, he means players shouldn't expect the vast levels of success seen with Palworld's 2024 release, which turned heads worldwide. So basically what he's saying is that Palworld Publishing is a different entity than Pocket Pair Publishing is different from Pocket Pair the studio. It's kind of like Bethesda Game Studios, BGS, and Bethesda the publishing arm. They're two different things. All right, so they have two different functions. You know, not all games published by Bethesda Publishing are Bethesda games. All right, because they're just publishing the games. They're not made by Bethesda, but everything that comes out of BGS is Bethesda. You know, essentially what he's saying here. But what he's also saying is that they won't be publishing any more Palworld games. So they won't be publishing Palworld games or having anything remotely of the success of Palworld games, which means that there could be issues with trying to make more Palworld due to the Nintendo lawsuit. All right, so they can't make more Palworld games until this lawsuit is settled, and God knows when that actually will be settled, and if it's going to be settled in their favor, because Nintendo is looking for an injunction. So I'm just saying, it looks like Palworld might be coming to an end. All right, you know, of course, that doesn't mean that the main game itself might be coming to an end, but Palworld as a franchise, you know, being able to make spin-offs and cartoons and whatnot, that might be something that's not going to happen. Which, I mean, part of me is kind of sad because I don't like to see franchises die or franchises get stifled. But on the flip side, though, the Palworld fan base is kind of crazy, so they kind of brought it on themselves.
I prayed for this and it happened.
But yeah, so that's about it for this. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Tell me what you think about the Christmas stories that we had, bro. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about, you know, Marvel Rivals getting sued for almost $1 billion for, you know, sabotaging an American company and breaking American law, you know? What do you think about Palworld possibly their franchise kind of being restricted by the lawsuit? Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.